going on? What's going on? What's going on? I Hate Average podcast back with another week, another episode. Last week was a lot of fun. We had Remo Marak. He let us know some of the things he has planned over the next couple of months and some things that, the highlights of 2017 for him. A lot of fun, a lot of great energy, a lot of great insight. It's always fun talking to Remo. We got some cool announcements. I didn't want to really announce this because I kind of been shaky. Like, am I really going to do it? I said I'm going to do it. I made some commitments to do it, but I'm really going to do it. I want to make the announcements with y'all, and you're going to be checking out my vlog on YouTube and following our Instagram. I'm running in the marathon next year. 2018, I'm running in the New York City Marathon. 26.2 miles. I'm going to do it. It's on my bucket list. I said, you know what? I'm getting older. So before I'm not able to physically do it, it's just a mental block for me right now. I'm gonna do it. Signed up, starting the training process. A little nervous. I think I'm more nervous about the training process than the actual race, but I'm really, really excited about it. I got an accountability partner. We're gonna have him on the show within the next couple of weeks, and we're gonna talk about the process, things that we're gonna be planning and training on doing. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So next year, yeah, I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Nervous. It was something that I seen the marathon this year, and spoke with some people who I felt like if they could do it, I could do it. Not to disrespect them, because of course I know the training process is very, very tedious. But it's just physically, I know that I could do it. It's just more mental for me. So I'm going to do it. It's just something that a goal of mine that I feel I want to accomplish. And 2018 is the year. We're going to do it. We're taking that out of the bucket list. We're emptying that. And we're running in the marathon. So look for that. Look for the training process. It's going to be a lot of fun. But let's get into this interview. This week we got Jeshaze, Lyrically Live, DTF Radio. A lot of fun. Great insight. He has some hot takes on music and culture. But it was a lot of fun. Great energy. Definitely phenomenal. Just talking to her, gaining some of the wisdom and learning different aspects on how she deals with people and her perspective on music, and learning not to be so judgy with music, and it's all art. And she gave some very, very great insight on that, and a lot of fun having her. Check it out. All right, everyone, I'm here live with Jeshaze from the Lyrically Live show, DTF Radio. What's going on, Jess? How's everything?
What's up? Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, Jay. It's
Nope.
an experience. This is, I can honestly say, my first podcast. It's pretty dope. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate your time. You're a busy woman. You've been doing this for a little while now. So what got you started with the independent media business?
Well, with doing radio and starting on DTF, basically, I used to sing. I used to actually be an artist. And, I don't sing anymore. I've actually retired.
Okay.
And the person I was working with, she was kind of managing at the time the group, or label, should I say, that I was with. And she presented this idea to me, and that person happens to be the Choice of NYC.
Nice.
She sits right along, yes, she sits right along with me on Lyrically Live. We are the predominant hosts of the show. Her and I started this show 6 years ago.
Wow.
And when she
Years
presented,
already.
yeah, thank you. When she presented this to me, we both have always been outspoken females. We really, we always go toe to toe with the guys. It's not a problem. You know what I mean? So we were like, yo, listen, we can do this.
Yeah.
Why can't we do this? And it fell together, and it just gelled.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. It seems like it's great chemistry. You guys have different perspectives, and even you guys have big guests, and you guys are always able to get the guests involved in your conversation. So the guests they feel free, and they're able to open up. So how did you guys
Thank you.
get
I
that?
appreciate that.
how did you guys get that started? How did you guys figure out the chemistry and figure out how to get guests to be themselves?
I'll be very honest. It's something that really came naturally to us. Again, we're just two outspoken females. We're not afraid to be like, "Hi, my name's Jess. What's going on? My name's Joy." So, we like to make people feel comfortable at the end of the day, regardless if we put you to pressure, because we have something called the little Lyrically Live mic challenge. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But try to keep the energy. Who wants to go to the show and be like, "Hey, how you doing? We live." No, of course not. You always want to bring energy, and people really run off the energy you give them. So if you give them nothing but like, "What's up? We here, we live," it's usually, I can't say everybody, but usually just a great time. And that's one of the best things I can say artists say coming off of our show is that they've had such a great time. And hearing people say that, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's pretty damn amazing.
It seems like a lot of fun. I enjoyed the BBOD episode. You guys got the live DJ. It's a lot of fun. You got a great mix up. So let's talk about the what's it, the Lyrical Mic Live. Talk about that concept.
The Lyrically Live Mic Challenge.
Yeah.
Basically, it's something that we started since day one. We always tell every artist it's not anything personal. We just expect everyone's A game. Do not come to our station thinking that it is an online radio show where we're just quiet, making no noise. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we invested in this. We didn't only invest in ourselves, but we invested in everybody walking through those doors.
Of
so
course.
We expect everyone to come serious. You know what I mean? It's not, you don't want to come serious in a business suit like, "Hi." No, we want you to feel comfortable. But, we, at the end of the day, we want you to actually be knowledgeable about what you do.
Of course.
Don't just come to the show and be like, "Oh, I got bars." And then you spend nothing. So anyway, the Lyrically Live Mic Challenge is basically our show is worldwide. We are on DTF Radio, which is a Ustreamed show. And if we don't like what you say, we cut your mic off. And we've done that since day one. Even these can be, and this is worldwide for you. You could be our people, behind the scenes. You could be my brother, my sister, my mother. But if you come to that station and you say you're the next or whatever may be the case, and you cannot prove that you are that fire, I'm gonna shut your mic off. So that's just something we take very seriously. If we here and we put our money out there, at the end of the day, you gotta come correct. And it's no bad blood. And we don't give everybody doesn't have to do a freestyle. I want to make that real clear. Not everybody has to freestyle on the show.
But you gotta spit something,
Just make it fire.
Yeah. What's not negative, but what's been like some of the most fun reactions when you guys have cut off a mic?
One of the most fun reactions?
Yeah, I don't funny or fun. I don't want to speak too negative. I know people get upset.
Oh, you want to know what beef? Keep it a buck. It's all right. It's all right. You know what? Actually, a few years back, and I will not mention that artist, but he got shut down on our show. He came to our show, and there was nothing but love. But again, the mic challenge is a challenge. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. We're not Willy Wonka. That's actually what choice is. My homie, I love it to death. We're not Willy Wonka. We don't sugarcoat. But it's the truth. You know what I mean? So he didn't, step up the way he was supposed to.
Oh, man.
And they got into their feelings about it. And then some other dude, and there was a beef between him and another dude, and the dude was like, "Oh, that's why you got shut off twice on radio, because you whacked." And then that guy got into his feelings, and then he wanted to come at me. And so it's like, "Fuck yeah, you turned off my mic." We're like, "Who are you with your Mickey Mouse bars? You made no noise, but I'll give him this, though. Beef Squad, there was really never a beef on me and Choice, and we kind of laughed at it.
Yeah.
But, I'll tell you this. He's a different rapper today.
Wow. You made him step it
He's
up.
a
You made him
complete
step it up.
different rapper today. Brother actually, he got some heat now. It was actually quite refreshing and surprising. It's amazing when people tell you the truth. There's too
Yeah,
many yes men in the game.
that's true. Absolutely
You know
right.
what I'm saying? And that's the purpose of the Lyrically Lock Mic Challenge. We
So,
can be cool, but I'm not here to be your friend and hold your hand. I'm here to tell you the truth.
true. And
So
what they say,
that's one of the worst beat moments where people actually put their name in a track like, oh, fuck her. It's like, that's how you feel? All right. Nobody else did that. Only you. Only you. Everybody else came back and came harder. You just cried about it. But I guess, yeah, I was.
Have you had artists who were kind of afraid to come on the show because you guys had that challenge?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Have you guys have artists who were afraid to come on the show because you had that challenge?
We'll have artists request not to spit before the interview. How about that?
Wow. So
Yeah.
how do you react to that? You just just the
You know what? It's at the end of the day, you have to give respect to that person. You know what I mean? You know, not everybody is going to feel 1,000% comfortable. And of course, you got to be realistic. If they are a name within the industry, me personally, I want everybody to do it. You know what I mean? But if it's something that, you know, they'd rather not, we respect wishes. You know, we try not to, we're not trying to insult people.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's that's far from it. We're just gonna be honest, you
Of
know.
course.
And we still listen to, you know, the tracks and the music, but for the majority of it, I would say 98% of the time they're rapping. Very little time to give that waiver.
Okay. So it's something from when you first started the show. What's something that you guys feel you grew on? It's something that you did, but you kind of noticed. You know, let me tweak that a little bit, and you see yourself get better after all these years.
I would say, and I'll keep it a buck. I would say overrunning time, like over talking on time.
Okay.
That's something that we've gotten better of. Because sometimes, you know, when somebody comes in and they got some heat, you just want to keep going. Oh shit! Excuse me, I apologize.
No, that's
It's like,
fine.
oh,
That's fine. That's
and then
fine.
it's like, oh damn, I got another guest. We gotta wrap this up. You know what I mean? We gotta wrap this up. And then you go over time and you forget on radio and TV, every second matters. Every second counts in so many ways. It's not funny. That, and I have a really bad habit, like the worst habit of cutting people off when they talk. I still got that habit. Don't tell nobody. But you know, I'm working on it. I would say that's probably one of my many faults. I can only speak for myself really on that one. So yeah, I cut people off. That's so rude. I know.
Do you think being that you was an artist previously that kind of gives you a little bit of an advantage interviewing artists because you kind of know their perspective?
Absolutely. You know what's funny? A lot of something Choice and I, we had a conversation about, and another one of my friends that's really funny. Everybody hears music differently. Being the fact that I'm a singer, or you know, I was, you know, a recording artist at a time. When I listen to music, I listen not only for the melody within the beat, I listen for harmonizations, I listen for pronunciation, I listen or how you're writing the beat versus of, oh, okay, this got me bopping. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
going, first listen to a track. Let's be realistic. Or majority of the people have to rewind it to really hear what they're saying. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can catch a couple of bars here and there, like, oh, that's hot. Oh, okay, I heard that. But to really give a song its attention, you have to, you know, really listen. But if it's not, with me personally, I can listen to a song within 30 seconds and tell you if me personally, am going to like it or not, if it's going to be something that's commercial, if it's going to be just a dud, or, you know what I'm saying? If it's something
Is it the beat? Is it the
It's
beat, or is just the feel that you get?
it's the all around sound.
Okay.
I'm listening for the engineering. I want to
Okay.
hear the mastering. I want to hear, the quality of music that you're presenting to the table. And you can hear that even within I would say, the first 5 seconds of the vocal when the person's actually on the beat.
Yeah.
You can actually hear that. If it's like, the quality's all right. Okay. I'm serious though. Think about it. Nobody pays attention to music these days and gives a song, if it's not popping, keep it up.
It's true.
If it's not, nobody's giving it more than 35 to 45 seconds.
Of course.
Before they press quit. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. So, you've been doing the show 6 years. Have you noticed a difference, or a decline, or maybe an increase in the quality of music?
I wouldn't say the quality of music. I would say the style of music has definitely changed. What's really funny is I did an interview. Of course, I can't disclose who it was at this time, but I really did an interview, and I asked this person about mumble rap. Right?
Yeah.
I said, how do you feel about mumble rap? He goes, I love it. And being the fact that he was from, he's from, a different school of rapping, I was taken back by it. And I asked him, I said, why? He goes, because at the end of the day, everybody want to party.
Yeah.
Nobody's sitting and really listening to lyricism anymore.
True. That's absolutely.
I was like, wow. You know what? And I was like, wow. Because I don't want to say I'm against mumble rapping, because I kept myself dimming and dabbing like the rest of them. You know what I mean? But I'm a big person of, when I sit and I'm chilling or I'm vibing, I want to hear something with content in it.
Of course.
I want to hear a story. I want to hear something of pain. I want to hear something besides just a beat and a catchy hook.
Yeah, of course.
And that's commercial. So that's where I would say what's really changed my mind. Because at first I was like, mumble rapping cool, I dance to, but in reality, that's what people want to hear. It's all about a turn up.
Yeah.
These days in music, and I don't want to say it's so much sad, because I get caught in the party too. It's a shame that the essence of hip hop being forgotten.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. That's where I would feel this industry has really just lost it, because I feel that there's so many people out there doing things for checks, putting on wedding dresses, sucking on guns, and painting their hair pink, red, and blue with beads and shit, rocking, like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's
I'm
crazy.
not taking nobody's style or sexuality or anything of the such. I just want people to really realize people are getting paid out here to do dumb shit and embarrass the culture.
It's true.
You know what I mean? So that's where I would say right now, where music has taken such a drastic change, and and it's no bad blood to mumble rappers. I turn up with y'all and but as I'm giving y'all that respect, I can't, like with the old school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With the older heads. Like, give me some. Don't get me wrong, we got new cats. I mean, we got babies.
Yeah, of course, of course.
A man like he's doing nothing but fire.
Yeah, I'm a Don Q fan. Don Q's doing his thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up?
So how do you? I want to flip it now. So how do you feel about it?
I think it's interesting. I look at it differently, because I just think that it's just a different generation. Like, I guess I'm in my 30s now, so I guess it's just a different generation. Of course, I'm more of a fan of the lyrics, but I guess the teenagers.
With the generation, yeah, that's what the kids want.
Yeah.
That's funny. Shout out to the plug. That's why he says that all the time to me. Shout out to the plug. Jason Bourne. He's also lyrical. He always says that's what the kids want to hear because it's something that, and I'll be honest, that we go back and forth on the show because I'm like, this was like, what the hell are we doing? Right? Like, what is this? And they're like, but this is what they want to hear. And I'm like, bro, really?
I
You know,
mean,
but
but
then
if you look back at it,
sometimes then I'm getting down with food. So it's a battle. It's a straight battle. You
yeah.
know?
I mean, you also got to think if you look at it was some records that we like when we was teenagers that the older heads back then probably like, what's going on with y'all? Well, y'all into that? So I guess you're always gonna have
You know?
the quality difference.
Yeah.
So,
Hello?
yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
So yeah, I think when we was teenagers, there was records and songs that older people was like, y'all into that? Like, probably old heads didn't like Bad Boy when we liked it. So I guess it's kind of the same thing.
But you know what? I can agree, but for the most part, a lot of the music, I would say, in our generation, because you and I are from the same school,
Yeah.
came from, that's when that sampling era came through. And everybody was doing samples of the generation that was before us and before that. You know what I mean? So that's what I can say is they still kept the essence of it. You know, I don't want to say, a lot of people call it stealing and whatnot, but it was still, oh, you hear that Anita Baker? Let's fit
Yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying?
for
Like,
sure.
it's, the kids, they don't even listen. They don't even, a lot of these kids don't know who some of the great songs. And it's like, what?
You're right. You're absolutely
And
right.
it's sad, rest in peace, Prodigy. A lot of them didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
You know?
I
It's
felt
crazy. Rest
I
in peace.
felt old. I felt old because I work my day job. I work with teenagers, and they was playing music, and this kid he got upset. He said, "Oh, they playing that '90s music." I felt old. Like what is '90s?
It hurts you, right? It hits you in your heart. Like, really?
Oh
Damn.
man.
Like that? I
Uh,
feel you, bro. On
but that,
that one, I totally feel you.
so what's some of the highlights of your show that you felt that kind of kept you motivated to keep it going? Let's say year one or year two that you kind of say, you know what, I got something here. I don't want to stop. This is becoming a passion.
You know what? I would honestly have to say the first year, it was drive off of everyone who came off of our show saying, wow, you girls got something. And at that time, it was just myself and Choice.
Okay.
And, you know, I can't lie, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. We had no idea listen, Choice, she's always been into the radio personality. Me, I was the artist then. You know what I mean? I wasn't an artist. So
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't no fucking radio. What the fuck do you want me to say? I got a body now. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, are you kidding me? And the way we just gelled together, and the feedback everyone was giving us was like, you girls truly got something. Y'all are funny, outspoken, and that honestly was the first real like, all right, we got to keep doing this.
Yeah.
This is something that, yo, I can't believe this came out of it. And then we got to get, you know what, it's funny, I spoke about this on there not too long ago. One of the first highlights for me was back in the first year. We had Do Not Judge Me anybody listening to it. But I don't care. Shout out to him anyway. We had Tony Sunshine on the show.
Nice,
Boy.
nice. Okay. Terror
in
Squad.
my
Okay.
day, in my day, Tony Sunshine was that dude.
Of
Oh my
course.
God.
Of
And
course.
everybody, I think every female that had a thing for Spanish men had a thing for Tony Sunshine. It just happened. It was back in the day. Everybody was still singing Flowers for the Dead and all that. So he came out And it was just like, yo, he came to the show and it was like, it was like, I have to do this again. I get to meet people
Yeah. This is real now.
looked
This
up
is
to,
real.
or wanted to meet all my life. So
Yeah.
of course that has a factor to play as well. And it's not easy
Of
doing
course.
radio. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
not easy being on a station that already has been on this, pedestal, so to say. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because we always, shout out to Mark, DTF, CEO, D-Man, El Jefe of the station. But
Yeah.
we always had the show on real high rank, and it's not easy coming out there just doing it. It's had its great points, it's had its negative points, but it's just something that you fall in love with.
Yeah.
You fall in love in becoming that personality. You fall in love with your radio family. You know what I mean? Because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, that's what you become, is a family
Yeah.
with all
You're
the
doing it every week.
arguments. Yeah, yeah, and even if there's times that we take a step back, I'll pull out, or Doug will have a showcase that he's hosting, or Choice, she'll be doing the same thing, hosting. So there's time, but as a family, we rotate it, we speak about it. Shout out to Pyro, shout out to Hot Waters. I don't know if you ever Hot Waters. Word, I have to do one for him. I have to do one for him. But yeah, we just hold each other down in all of it, throughout all of it. At this point, and shout out to DJ Drew, that's the home DJ, and it's a road, man, and you gotta really love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Really love what you're doing to be consistent with it.
Yeah. Do you think that that's the hard part? Just staying consistent, staying, you know, doing it every week, just coming up, having
Of
guests
course,
every week,
brother. Let me tell you, there's times where you got a headache, or you just don't want to be there, or you had a bad day at work, or it took you 50 years to get there because of the train. Everybody knows me in the MTA. So it's like, it's just some day, or your boss got at you that day. Of course, absolutely. Absolutely. And there's times where it's like, I don't really want to go, but you know what? That camera comes on and you get to work.
Yeah, definitely.
That's just how it goes, and that's the passion,
Of
because
course.
absolutely there's times, or I might not be feeling you right now. I might be not liking the situation. I'm really not liking the energy this artist is giving me. But you know what? You push through because of the passion and love for
Of course.
hosting and music and new music and artists.
Yeah. Why do you mentioned just now how artists have sometimes they have negative energy. Why do you think that is? Like, why do you think that they would want to showcase themselves, but they will come with a negative attitude?
I can't say it's really always negative. We get a lot of cocky people, I would say.
Okay.
Too much pride, you know what I mean? That, or they're just not ready. As ready as they seem or as they think that they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Choice and I, we actually give you an interview. We want to know about you. We want to know when you started. We want to know your ups, your downs, your bads, your goods. Sometimes we want to know off music, your personal life. We want to know. And we expect, for you to give us that back. Like, give us some feedback.
A little bit, right?
And you can't do that. It's like, we've had a guest come onto the show and we're like, hey, what's going on? Welcome to Lyrically on DTF Radio. We got your man such and such in the building. Y'all say what up, what up. Let everybody know you in the building. And they're like, yo, what's up? And it's like, brother, really?
Yeah.
Come on. So you got to pull sometimes energy out of people.
Yeah.
And it's that right there is not always easy because not everybody is going to feed off, I can't say everybody is the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Everybody is, and not everybody was taught how to speak. For example, I was so mad. Oh my God. And what's sad? His music was fire.
Yeah.
I had this young gentleman come on the show, and he said, yo, what's good? I got it. You need it. You want it? I got it. I got everything. I said, yeah, you got your diploma? And it wasn't to insult race. It wasn't to insult anybody that didn't finish school. It's just that the way he came up there saying, you coming so cocky and all this, and you look like a baby. So it's like, you got your diploma? Do you know wordplay? Do you know? And I wasn't trying to insult you. It's just don't come up here thinking you hold, my brother, because it's not happening.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
So it's like you have, I just couldn't help it. I said, well, how do you be a good artist if you don't know your words? Let's get your words together. What you got for me?
Do you think
he really, it was horrible. And you know what his answer was? Oh, nah. I said, then you don't got everything.
Exactly. Oh, man.
But I can look like the bad guy. You know?
Yeah, I know.
I'm not relatable. It's how you present yourself on, this is the world.
It's
You're
true.
coming on the show like, come on, you're not fine, you're not cool.
Like you got $1 million contract already.
Yeah, nah, you don't at all. Not even a little bit.
Do you find that sometimes, like the bigger artists seem to be a little bit more humble than the artists that are on the come up?
Absolutely. I would definitely say majority of mainstream artists, they're definitely humble. However, you do come across the few that, smile for the camera, we're so nice. The second that camera turns, it's a different person.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is, but it's real life. Money changes people.
That's true.
Fame changes people. When you have so many people wanting you, you know what I mean? I guess nobody will ever know how they will react in that situation, so they're in that situation.
It's true.
You're
absolutely right.
So you can't hate on it. If you do what you do. It's work.
Yeah.
This is work. It's a business.
Of course.
So,
you can't take it personal.
Then you have some people that's just so like, hey, what's going on? They're not too much. It's calm, cool, collected, funny, and it's just a good time,
That's always the best though, when they're calm and they're being like genuine people. That's when I guess the interview flows the best.
Yeah. And when anything's genuine, it flows the best. I don't want anybody coming up there scripted. I just want them to be able to present themselves in, a well manner to be taken seriously.
So,
you could be a hot lyricist. You could be the dopest lyricist. But if you don't know what to do with your music and how to protect your music, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. So, tell me a little bit about Jeshaze the person. How before you started singing, like what made you want to get into entertainment? Period. What made you want to go into the studio and start singing? What were some of your passions?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. When I was 4 years old, I sang. I used to live in Queens, and we had this big old window in the living room of the house, and I was just singing. And at that moment, I said, I'm going to be a singer. I will never forget that day.
Wow.
I will never forget that day. Because I was just singing, and from that day, I just sang. I went to everything, from church to school, and then I just kept singing. And then I felt comfortable within my voice and just kept singing everywhere. And then the people from the hood, I'm like, yo, Jess, you sing? And then, yo, Jess, sing. And I would be sitting on the corner with the hustlers from the block singing some hook. You know what I'm saying? Some hook, some R&B song. And it was just somebody would be beatboxing, or, that's how it just happened, man. And I was starting to get pulled all over the place. Yo, do this hook for me, do this hook for me, do this hook for me. And I really started to say, listen, I got a niche for it.
Yeah.
And I liked entertainment. And even though, I don't care what anybody says, every female wants to be in front of a camera, and every female wants to be glamorous. We all get our days like, oh my God, why do they post that? But that's something we actually fall in love with as well. And anybody that tells you anything less is a liar.
That's true. See,
Yeah.
do you
We
think
all
there
want to
was?
be a star.
Do you think there was a point that people might have that you kind of fell in love with the camera too much, or was you always grounded?
Myself,
Yeah.
I've always tried to stay me. I've been me from day one. I treat everyone the same. I do not walk around thinking I'm the cutest thing in the world and no bitch feel. Nah, it's not even like that at all.
Yeah.
At all. I'd like to say, and I hope everybody says the same, is I've remained true to who I am since day one. Actually, you know what? Shout out to Stan the Man. One of the homies from DTF, he's actually, pulled me to the side. That's the homie from day one. And he was like, you know what, Jess? I can actually say, you've been you. You've never changed. I've just been Jess.
Wow.
I have my cornball ways, my anger, my hot-headed ways, my silly ways. I'm just Jess. You know what I mean? And I don't try to think of myself as, I'm that chick. Nah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong, respect me.
Of course.
But nah, I'm just Jess. I like taking a picture here or there. I mean, I want to see it before you post it. You know what I'm saying? Or publish it. But yeah, what girl doesn't want to feel pretty and glamorous?
Of course.
And who doesn't want to, pursue their dream? I've always seen my name in life from that day when I was 4 years old, sitting in the living room looking out the window. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be a star. I wanted to do it.
Can you talk about a little bit? I don't want to take your whole night, but can you tell me a little bit about your writing? Are you doing a little something with the magazine?
Felon Magazine. Shout out to Felon Magazine. Actually, shout out to Jules, CEO of Felon Magazine. Shout out to Mel Hernandez. He's the editor-in-chief of that bad boy. My boy, Mr. 1-3. He's out there doing some editing, interviews, and photography for the magazine. I fell into the magazine through my boy Nell, who worked for Lyrically Soapbox and worked for Felon before they took the hiatus for that time. And he knows I've been doing the radio. Actually, I've invited him down to, speak about Mercury Soapbox, which is another magazine and company that he has. He's over there in Cali right now. Yeah, he's out there in Cali right now. And he's like, yo, Jack. Just like that, yo, bro. He's like real hippie, so he's like, yo, bro, I got a job for you. How do you feel about writing? I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, how do you feel about, doing interviews on paper? And I was like, wait, what? Hell yeah! I did not know the kind of work I was putting my name, like, oh my God. It is so much work.
Wow.
It's so different than doing an interview, person to person, than doing an interview on paper and editing and looking over everything. And
it's a whole different animal. Right?
It's completely different. Like, it's totally different. It's totally harder, but you know what? I love it. And it's something that I think is dope, and it's another way for, underground artists and independent artists to be seen. And that's the main purpose. I know what it is, and I know how hard it is to want to be heard, and nobody's giving you a chance or listening.
So do you think that at this point of your career that's your main passion, just exposing or putting a light on underground artists?
Right now at this point,
with your writing and your show,
I would say yes, but I'm trying to do so much more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's so many more avenues I want to go. There's so many places I want to go. I want to start, you know what? I take that back, bro. I think I would say yes, but I want to do it on a whole other level now. I want to go overseas. I want to see what kind of artists they got.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
I really want to become. I want to become, and I want my team to become the predominant names who really bring out these new artists. You know what I mean? Who give these new artists their first chance?
Yeah.
Who was that person? I want to be that first go-to person. Like, we got to go to her. This is the show we got to be on.
That's good.
And I want my whole squad. The same way. So you know what? I will say yes.
You seem to be big on team also. You know, the whole time, you know, every situation I introduce to you, you always let me know who you collaborate with. You're big on
always.
Is that something important to you?
Absolutely. Because the people that I work with, you know, we've been through this ride day one together.
Wow.
You know, I won't sit here and tell you that, you know, hey, they're going to do the same. I don't know what anybody's going to do, but I know for me personally, if I didn't do it alone, then damn right. I'm very loyal that way. That's going back to the question you asked me previously. That I've always remained true to myself at the end of the day, and I wouldn't want anybody. Like, if I did something and I was a part of something and we both worked on it together, that would hurt me that you didn't give me that love. You know, it is not to say that, oh, why didn't you put me out there? Nah, not even that. It's to say that, listen, we was a team and we did this together.
Yeah.
You know, remain loyal. Remain loyal to those who remain loyal to you. You know?
Big.
Very, very, very seldomly you will find that in life. Yeah. Very seldom. Trust goes a long way. A really long way. And when you got somebody that's solid next to you, you don't let go.
Yeah.
That's how I personally feel about it.
Definitely, man. Jess, I appreciate your time so much. Thank you for being so open and dropping jewels and helping people. Your passion is very contagious. You got me excited to try different projects.
Love. Thank you.
So let people know how they.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. Let people know how they can reach out to you.
You can always catch me on any social media site at Jeshaze, Jeshaze. I'm the only one spelled that way, from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. No, I do not do Snap. I refuse to have Snap. No. But you can always send me music for artists sending music and trying to get inquiries on getting onto Lyrically Live. You can always hit me up at Booking with Jeshaze. Again, that's Booking with Jeshaze, Jeshaze @gmail.com. And yeah, that's about it. You can always hit up Lyrically Live DJ at gmail.com. Send in the music. Always send MP3. Do not send us links. We do not play links. We do not download links. Make sure your engineer labels your track. Do not send us any music back 01, track 02. It will go into the garbage. And yeah, that's about it.
There you have it. That's the interview with Miss Jeshaze, DTF Radio, Lyrically Live. Check them out. All artists, attention, all artists, send your music their way. Very credible platform. They get your music out there. A lot of fun speaking with her. Next week, we got another great guest, another great episode, and then we're going to shut it down for the rest of the year. We're going to chill out at the top of the year. We're going to hit you over the head with more episodes, but just feel the need to just take a break, give you guys a break, spend some time with your families. I don't want to keep bothering guests. So you want to do an interview when they should be shopping and taking care of their families. 'Tis the season, right? So one more episode next week, and then the rest of the week, next to the year, we're gonna chill out, and we'll be back in January. But a lot of fun. Definitely check out Jeshaze. Follow her on all her social media. As I said, artists, check her out. Everyone here, please subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes. Subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes. I Hate Average Podcast. You can email me, show@averagej.com. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, who should be on, who shouldn't be on. And I'll talk to you guys next week.